First, I'm going to explain to you how I ended up here at Centro Medico Excel. 2 years ago, I went for a procedure of angioplasty to unblock my right jugular, which was totally closed. I ended up going to California for that procedure, and when it was completed, I had very good recovery. I could have the feeling in my hands, feeling in my feet. My headaches that I had were totally gone, my vision corrected, and I was doing very well in walking without any assistance, just my cane, and I felt wonderful. My right jugular vein recollapsed again. The numbness in my hands came back, the numbness in my feet, the difficulty walking. I had very bad headaches again. It was very debilitating for me to end up back in the same position I was before the angio. After having a taste of recovery for that short 3 months that I did, I was desperate to get back to the way I was just after the angioplasty. I had rescheduled a second angioplasty in New Jersey with another doctor, and the night before I was scheduled to go there, two very special ladies, Jan and Deidre, emailed me and told me not to go do this again. They suggested that I should go to Centro Medico Excel and see. After hearing that, I became very excited about finding out how can I get to this place and how can I get this procedure done, and they directed me to the website for Medico Excel, and from there I found and got to talk to a lady named Tina who told me everything I needed to know about how I was going to get this. Tina was wonderful. I called her, I asked many questions. She answered all my questions. She guided me and explained to me the procedures on how and when and why that I needed to know to get to this place and get this done. I contacted Jan and Deidre and I asked them, is this really too good to be true? Do you trust these people? Is it really what they say it is? And oh boy, did they assure me that it was. They said I had nothing to worry about, and they were right. The first night I arrived in San Diego, I stayed at one of the hotels that Tina recommended. If you stay in one of those hotels, you'll get a medical discount, which I did. In the morning at 7 a.m., the medical van from Centro Medico Excel came and picked me up at the hotel. A very nice man named Sergio helped me with our stuff and put it into the van and took us over the border, where we were met at the hospital at the front door. From the moment I arrived, I stepped out of the car at the front door of the hospital and people were there to greet me. Now, where does that happen? In what hospital does that ever happen, that somebody's waiting at the front door to greet you? Nowhere. Oh boy, I was so happy. I felt like a dignitary. I felt really special. My nurse was there, BB. She's one of the many nurses that you're going to have. And there was Paulina. She is the international patient coordinator. They were both there waiting and helped me into the hospital and immediately took me up to my room. Okay, let's talk about my room. Wow, what an amazing room. I have so many things. It's just like staying in a first-class hotel here. I had 2 beds, one for myself, one for my husband. We have a flat screen LCD television, a DVD player, which we brought movies from home so we could watch. I have a coffee maker, bathroom, beautiful bathroom, and so many amenities, anything that I needed to make my stay comfortable, a walker, a bath-in wheelchair, nice comfortable leather chair for sitting. Just amazing. I don't think there was anything that I needed that wasn't here. And if it wasn't here and I asked for it, I got it immediately. After checking out my room for about a half an hour, the medical testing started right away. First thing, BB came in, she did my blood, tested my temperature, my heart rate, and then she took me down for a CAT scan. I had a CAT scan first, and then I had an EKG. Medical testing was very thorough and right away. Afterwards, they brought me back up to my room and they fed me up lunch. After lunch, one of the many doctors that are here that are going to attend you, Dr. Messias, came in and told me he had some good news and he had some bad news. The bad news is, after looking over all of my test results, they determined that I was diabetic. I didn't know that I was diabetic, but they found that out. And I also had a bladder infection. I didn't know about that either. And they just were so thorough in looking through all of my test results and letting me know what was wrong with me even before we even started my surgery. Afterwards, Dr. Jose Hernandez came to my room and spoke to me about the procedure he's going to do, the surgery that's going to correct my bad right jugular. He's going to remove a vein from my leg and put it into my jugular, reconstruct it so that it is now. The day of my surgery came, it was morning, I went downstairs, I wasn't nervous, I was confident that the doctors were going to take very good care of me. They took me down to surgery, prepared me for surgery, and I was very surprised at how efficient and calm the whole thing was, the whole procedure was. I was put to sleep, and when I woke up 5.5 hours later, I was in recovery, and I felt really good. I had all of a sudden just noticed changes right away from what I was like before. My hands, my right hand was pretty much almost back to not being numb at all. It was 90%. My left hand was about 75%. My feet were now pink. They were warm. My vision had corrected. There were so many immediate changes. It was an amazing surprise. Was there pain? Yeah, there was a little bit. Dr. Hernandez came to visit me after the surgery. He explained the whole surgery to me and how it was very successful. He told me that I can expect more recovery in days to come. And it's 2 days after recovery, and he's right. I've had even more recovery than after the first day. You don't have to worry about your care. The doctors are very thorough here. I think I'm going to take this time to pretty much summarize everything, how I feel, how this place was, and would I do this again. I would do this again in a heartbeat. I feel so grateful to everyone here, all of the doctors, and there are many doctors and nurse experience this has been. It's something that I will remember for the rest of my life. Thank you to everyone at Centro Medico. I am overwhelmed with your kindness, your experience, and the care that I received here. Thank you.